Hello everyone. Give me just one moment. Let me pull up. Oh Lord. How we doing everybody? We're doing a stop motion stream because I want to do a little practice and I wanted to hang out with my peeps. This figure does not want to hit the pose that I'm trying right now. It's a little sad, honestly, especially for the price of this thing. I'm trying to do the Elden Ring waterfowl dance with Melania here. And like, son of a bitch. Oh my god, get off my screen. Jesus. My mouse fell. And so did my mic. And so did the figure. Holy shit. Oh god. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some background music going. I'm trying to do the waterfowl dance from Elden Ring, which is not going well at the moment because it just does not want to cooperate. Sorry if my voice is a little sniffly. I got a cold. Dude, it just does not want to hold a pose. That is crazy. I think I need to like... It's got little dangly things on the dress that I think I need to remove because it's like, it's not wanting to cooperate. What's going on, Giga? What's going on, Jesse? I was thinking of doing a gaming stream, but decided to do stop motion instead. Oh, dude. My fucking nose. I'm just gonna pop off these little thingamadoodles. Hopefully now it'll be able to hit a pose. If not, we'll see what happens. Dude, honestly, once you learn waterfowl dance, it stops being a pain in the ass. But like, I don't know, Melania's still a tough ass character. This shit, oh Jesus, that shit tough, bro. That shit tough, dude. I just dropped the whole ass fucking bottom half of the figure. Hold on. Pop on, you bitch. Pop on, you bitch. Dude, of course I start streaming. That's what my nose decides to get fucking gross. How the fuck did you beat her in 5 attempts? What the fuck? That's insane. There we go. Jesus, okay. Let me get rearranged here. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay. So, on the reference I've got here, she's like on her back, her one leg is on its knee, the other is on the foot, so like this. And she's kind of like got one hand this way. She's got her sword out like that. If I can just get this step and not fall over. I might have to stand up there. Just okay. I think that's the best we're gonna get for that pose. Sorry, I had the mic away from us. so probably was hard to hear me. Alright, let's see. So, pull up the clip here. Okay, so she rises and then goes, kind of twists her arm around to go put a sword over her head. So, like... Music is way too loud? Okay, hold on. That should be better. Okay. So, she has to rise up in the air. The thing I just played was in slow motion, so... let me go ahead and... Okay, I'm gonna... What's our frames per second? I wonder. Oh, our frames per second is at 5. Let's put that to 15, because we like 15 frames per second. There we go. Okay, so that's 1 frame. Now I gotta go for the second one, which is her. She kind of starts floating, which is kind of goofy, but I mean, we do what we gotta do, you know. Okay. So then we gotta put her slightly up in the air, move her around a little, make it seem a little more natural. The foot is a little crooked, but honestly, I don't care. You can't even see it. You're not gonna be able to pay attention to that when you're actually in frame. Yeah, clay animation is just... Shit, was my hand in the frame there? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, my hand is in the frame. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So, clay animation is stop motion with clay. Okay, so let's actually play it, see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, my lighting is ass. Okay, now we gotta get her even more into the air. So let's actually stand her up. Because she's kind of just flying into the air in this sequence. And we kind of want her to start seeming like she's, we're gonna move her sword a little to give it a little life. And let's put the stand here so that she can actually, so she's actually standing. Oh, the clay stuff takes way longer. That shit is brutal. I've never actually done it, but I was a part of a project where we did it. I wasn't actually part of the animation team though. Okay. It looks a little goofy, but it's because we're only 3 frames in. Okay, now we need her to need to stand her up to where she's like on her feet, absolutely. And she's starting to she's kind of starting to like move the sword to a point where it's like kind of over her, and she's moving her hand a little bit to kind of cover her face almost. And again, prop the stand on her so that she can actually stand. This is just practice, so I don't care too much that the stand is in frame. Okay, so alright, so now she's standing, and now we need her to stand on 1 foot and kind of put the other one in a way that makes it look like she's floating. I'm gonna put her on the stand this time so that You get a little bit of that. Let me take a look at the... Okay, so she kind of gets the sword all the way around her shoulder there. Dude, this mouse does not want to work with me today. Okay, so she's kind of putting it like all the way over her shoulder, so I'm going to kind of start manipulating it into that process. Here, I put it over her head like that. And then I want her to kind of start floating like that. And she's kind of going to go into like a bit of like an angry, like putting her head into her shoulder there. Oh, shit, no, I don't want to open Microsoft Teams. Fuck off. Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't know. Still kind of... It seems a little bit rough, but we're getting through it. Okay. Next, I'm going to put this foot all the way up and give this one a little bit of a bend. And then I'm going to start shoving the sword a bit over the shoulder. Maybe a little bit above, just so we can have a couple more frames of movement. Because she's also going to be kind of sitting in the air like that for a second. It's a bit of a charge-up attack, kind of. So, I'm going to pose here, and she's going to be in the air now. I need this stand to function. Lord. Okay, let's see how this goes. You know what? I think that's fine. We don't need her fully in the air. Like I said, she kind of just floats. And then I'm going to probably try to put her a little bit higher, but I don't think the stand particularly likes that. So I'm going to stick this here and then this here. I'm going to move the hair a little, just to give it a little more secondary animation. I like that. Okay, then I'm gonna kind of ever so slightly move it around. Since she wants to kind of charge up there. Since she kind of gives the player a moment to kind of like figure out what's about to actually happen. Kind of dropped her, so I lost a little bit of that. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's too... I'm gonna tilt it down a little. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tilt it down just a little bit, just to... I'm gonna move the cape around a bit just to give it a little more movement. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that, so we're gonna get rid of that frame. So then it's gonna go like this. And then we're gonna move everything just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of movement. not going to move the cape too much because I don't want it to look too crazy. Because she's supposed to be like kind of somewhat like floating still at this point. Okay, I'm gonna bend that in a little and get rid of that frame. Bend this a little bit more so it's not too insane. Okay. Then I'm gonna give it a little bit more movement. Oh shit, okay, don't do that. Okay, I almost kind of like it like that. I'm gonna take a couple still frames. Okay, so then, now that we got that, we need to see what move she does next. Slash, okay, so then she goes for a slash that brings her sword all the way out. So... So, something like that, you know what I mean? Something like that. See what I'm going for here? Just get a bit of a... I need to start moving some faster frames in here so that there's an actual hacking and slash there. So... Did I already take that frame twice? Okay, we're good. And then... We're gonna go for a bit of a bigger move just to really start that motion. She kind of comes down on one foot during this move. So, I'm gonna go ahead and... Did I already take the shot? I think I did. So then she's gonna kind of... I think I kind of want her to go down on that foot, so she's gonna kind of take a standing stance for a second while the sword goes like that. So that's gonna go like that. Let's see how that looks real quick. Real quick, I'm gonna do that so I can... Okay. she's gonna get on that foot. We're gonna move her maybe slightly to the back so she has more room to do her slash. And that's gonna, since it's gonna be a faster move, I'm gonna do a really big jump frame there. There's a way to edit out the stand, but since I'm just practicing, I'm not gonna worry about it. So. Okay. And then just kind of gonna do a bit more of a one foot stand and go like that. Need the stand to work with me here. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Honestly, not the worst. I think I'm gonna give her a little more, just to kind of really sell that was a big slash, and she needs a moment to cool down before the next one. So and then for the next slash, she goes zing, zong. And that's almost like a spin. She goes for a bit of a spin there. So the next one is a slash to her right. And then when she goes for a slash to her left, she spins around to the sword going to her back. And then she kind of crouches with it. Okay. Every once in a while I'll edit out the stand. A lot of them I do with glue tack, but since this one has a lot of air time, I kind of have to use the stand. That and this figure just does not like standing on its own. It's a little sad. Okay. So now I'm gonna give her a little, just one more frame. Just kind of give her a little bit of something like that. How are we doing, everybody in the chat? Tell me, I don't have YouTube open. How many frames we got right now? Or not frames, how many viewers we got right now? Oh, I forgot to edit out the... Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. I gotta change the super chat sounds. Hold on, I gotta get to the camera frame. Stop it. You need to stand up and prepare for the next slash. So something like that, you know what I mean? And then And then she goes for a bit of this. I think I'm gonna start bringing that other foot down. I don't care if it's exact like the original animation. I just kind of want to fuck around with it. So then she goes for another slash, which is gonna go across there, which she's immediately gonna follow up. So there's not much cooldown time. Just gonna go like that. So I think I'm gonna bring the other foot down just to do something like that. Then the blade comes out. Like, I need this figure to work with me, dude. Let's see how that looks. So then it's gonna go a bit like this, so that just to give it a bit of space. And then like maybe like just a frame or two of a bit of a swing cooldown. Just because she's gonna be going for a really big one after this, so. And then she's gonna flip it around so that she can go for the big. She's gonna go for a bit of a big swing on this one. And then. Slayer Chat, what you know about early 2000s Flash animations? And she's going for big spins, so I think she's gonna hold her sword like that while kind of looking the other way from it, kind of looking forward like that. To which then she going to hit some crazy thing like this. I kind of want to bring her other arm out just to kind of show that she's flying around, flinging around. And then she's kind of gonna end it into a crouch. So I'm thinking, swing around like that, let the cape kind of fly around. Let her legs have a bit of motion there. To which then it's gonna have her flip around like that while keeping the sword. Or I think she ends up with the sword behind her, so she's kind of gonna hit like one of these, I think. She's gonna start crouching a bit, so I need to stand a little bit. Fucking mic, dude. Ugh. I wish I had like a mic stand. Hold on. Sorry, I dropped it. But I'm thinking she's gonna start. Well, she also needs to start slowing down. So I need to kind of have her like over here like this, and it needs a stand like that. Oh crap, I didn't realize that the camera was so off. I like that frame. And then she's gonna crouch again like before. I know the sword kind of ends behind her, but honestly, I don't really care. I like it like this. Then I kind of want the sword to, you know, have a bit of a... Kind of like that. Kind of like that. I might delete some of the charging up frames since I don't want it to be exactly. Let's see. So. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it needs it. I like that. I like that. Well, I'm already a little burnt out for now. Like I said, I got a little bit of a cold. So I think I'll catch you guys in the next one.